2nd of November will long be remembered by South Africans, and more so by my guest, Siya Kolisi, Springbok captain and the lifter of the Webb Ellis Trophy. Siya, thanks for your time. Thanks for joining us. And we understand it's a great time and South Africans are on a high. Post the Springbok Trophy tour, there's a sense that it potentially has died down, that fanfare has died down. You know, from your point of view, how do we continue this momentum and the high that South Africans found themselves on post the win in Japan?
Yeah, I honestly haven't felt it that it's died down. I still think people are excited. And I think obviously there's ways for each person to, each person has a responsibility of doing something and making sure that we find a way of using this momentum that we had, you know, on how we can make people keep on smiling, make South Africa better. And yeah, I'm also trying to find ways to do that, you know. I've been doing it, so I'm looking at doing projects to make sure that carry through the momentum and that it doesn't die out, like you say, that it just keeps on continuing and it actually changes people's lives instead of just giving them a moment of happiness.
And then just in terms of the turnaround strategy from the team point of view, I mean, what, if you had to put it down to one thing, what made this team successful this time around?
Well, I think there's a lot of things. You can't say one thing. There's many different things, but I think we had a leader, Coach Rassi, who came in. He knew exactly what he wanted. He had his team around him, knowing exactly what they want to do. They all bought into the plan, and then they came and presented to us, and then we were allowed to voice in our opinion, every single person in the group, and we bought into the plan. And he said, okay, this is what we're doing, and whether you agreed or not, if the team said this was it, and we bought into it, and we put the Springbok first, and we put the country first, and gave it everything we had. And I think that buy-in was important, and then obviously working hard and sacrificing and doing everything we can to make sure that we got to that, to the win at the end of the day.
You've spoken quite openly about your story. A lot of people know your story. Is that something that you wish to bestow upon someone else or individuals like you that come from humble beginnings and hopefully can succeed one day?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people have been talking about a lot of our stories in the team, and I think it's amazing in that and all of that we made it through whatever we had to go through, but that's not something we should really be encouraging. Kids shouldn't go through that kind of stuff. I mean, there's people who've been probably in far worse background than I come from, but I'm hoping that guys like me who've been there can help make a change, can give a better opportunity so the kids have a different pathway in like where I come from. And that's what I'm trying to do, helping with my school. We're going to go now, try and build a rugby field, fix the bathrooms. I've already given in iPads for the kids, and now I want to build a computer room. So I wanted to do more than that, and I want to change the narrative for the kids in the township.
Have you had a moment to actually realize what not only you but the whole team, but more so you've done for young black boys and girls in the community? I mean, we look at Lebel, you know, that crying face at school, and I know you took him along to the Bright Rock Awards. Is it something, you know, that's really sunk in that you've been able to uplift these children?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I think for us as a team, when we came back, you know, we realized, like, okay, cool, we had to work hard, we won the final, and we were there. You know, it was a great feeling, amazing feeling we were together. But when we got home and the reception we got at the airport was huge. And then we started driving around the bus, seeing the kids running. Some kids were running 3Ks, just chasing, you know, and then going in the township, seeing these little boys having a poster of Evans, shouting at him like, I want to be like you. And that has, like, honestly made us realize, like, what we fought for, what we sacrificed for. And it was special to see all the South Africans come together and just be happy, you know, together. And I mean, there's nothing greater than that. Even now, like, walking around, people are happy. And it just makes you realize that all the sacrifices you made were for a reason, you know, and it confirms that we did this for South Africa.
A lot of talk is made about Siya Kolisi needs to be idolized by a movie being made of your life. whether or not it's being made, question to you. Who do you see as an actor playing the role of Siya Kolisi, Rachel Kolisi, Faf de Klerk, Cheslin Colby, and Makazole Mapimpi? So those 5 individuals.
I know. I really have never thought of that. Never thought of that. Yeah, it's things like that are very difficult because we play a team sport. Because, then I feel like I'm taking all the glory for myself. It's something that I would never take initiative of and say, I think we should do a movie but someone does it. But I've never thought like, if someone had to play me, who would it be, or someone would play Faf? I think Faf can play himself.
So if we have just a repeat, and this is the last question, just a repeat of Invictus, the 1995 moment, we saw, Morgan Freeman playing Nelson Mandela. Just briefly, at least your, anybody in the world, local, international.
I don't know.
Is it?
I really don't know. Not Siv, it's too short. Siv is a bit too short. Yeah, I honestly don't know. I haven't thought about it. I haven't at all.
And that's fair. Well, there we have it. Siya Kolisi, the humble man that he is, has not thought of who will play him should, this moment, this 2019 moment, be idolized in terms of the movie. So we'll leave it at that. Justin Ford, Cape Town.